Okay, this is the apparatus I'm going to use to check for vacuum seal on the cylinder head through the intake and exhaust ports. I'm going to use this to make sure my valves are sealed properly once I've gotten done cleaning them up and lapping the valves. It's my first time ever doing a valve job, and so I'm a newbie at this, but kind of thought this would be pretty cool to check, also to confirm what valves were leaking. Did a cylinder leak down test prior to pulling the motor out, and I had found some significant leaking through the valves. So all I have here is a Harbor Freight vacuum pump with an AC manifold. I've just hooked up 2 lines because all I need is this vacuum gauge. I have created this little apparatus just at home. This nut here is the same nut found on these quick disconnects here. I put a washer and some O-rings and just kind of impacted the threads into the wood. Probably plexiglass would be better. Tapping some threads into the plexiglass, maybe putting some sort of sealant on the threads would probably give a better leak-proof junction here. But this is what I had here, and this is kind of just experimenting. This is closed cell foam. Same foam this kind of foam is used in interior automotive applications. I just have a bunch laying around because I've been doing some interior work on my cars. I'm not quite sure if the foam that's used to cover AC pipe for home AC pipes outside by the units, or I don't know if that foam is the same type. I've kind of read online that some folks had used that, but I don't know. This is just what I'm using here. So anyway, let me show you how it works. I'm going to pull a vacuum. Put my finger on it, pulling 33 millimeters of mercury, or 30 or so. I close that off, and you will see that it's bleeding off very slightly. So this apparatus is not 100% leak proof. I could, again, use better materials to do that, but that's that amount of bleed off I'm going to consider normal, so if anything bleeds off about that rate, I'll consider it leak proof or sealed. Just apply this to the intake port. You see it's only pulling about 20 millimeters of mercury. It's interesting, if I come by the valve, you can hear it hissing. Especially when you put your finger over it. And you just check all these, but when I turn off the vacuum, you'll see it drops much quicker, indicating a pretty significant leak on those valves. So let me show you a valve set here that actually holds vacuum pretty well, which are these exhaust valves. Let me show you what that looks like. I'm going to pull a vacuum here. I'm just going to apply this to the back here with my exhaust port. There we go. And you see I'm pulling a much higher amount, higher than 30 millimeters of mercury. And I'm going to turn off the vacuum pump, and you see it holds. And there's a slight amount of bleed off, about the same amount of bleed off I had when I was holding that with my thumb. So I'm going to consider these sealed, and pops off. So anyways, this was just kind of a confirmatory test, and I can actually kind of look at each valve and see which one's leaking. I did pour some water in here and check that way too, but it's just one other way I'm going to do it. Once I get all of this done, these cleaned, I don't know how I feel about pouring water on everything, so it's just the way I'm going to check them to make sure. Again, it's my first time. I'm a newbie at this, so anyways, I thought it was pretty cool, and that's pretty much it. So peace out.